Salty briefing on spineless Democrats, part 2. Is your lawmaker 187 years old? Is he a little too tired to stay up past 8 p.m. to do his job? Does he want to go home and take a nap rather than doing what you sent him there to do? Well, if that's the case, you might have voted for Chuck Schumer, my senator, the Senate Majority Leader, who has all the time in the world until January 20th to push through as many judges as remotely possible to judge-proof this country from whatever Donald Trump intends to do to our jurisprudence, to our laws, to our way of life. My God, we voted for these guys for this reason, to protect democracy. That's like priority number 1. And what did Chuck Schumer just do? My head exploded when I read this. And I read this on Fox News. Of all places, Fox News is the one that had to tell me this. That Chuck Schumer cut a deal with Republicans because Republicans, of course, as they typically do, have been obstructing and using every single maneuver they possibly can to delay the confirmation of Democratic judges because, of course, they don't want them confirmed. They want to wait until Trump gets in and John Thune becomes Senate Majority Leader, the Republican Senator John Thune, and then they'll push through their wackadoodle judges. So, of course, what would you expect? What would any of us expect Democrats to do after being completely owned by Republicans on the Merrick Garland nomination during Obama, after being completely owned on the Brett Kavanaugh nomination, after being completely owned with 2 other Supreme Court justices that Trump appointed, after watching Trump push through hundreds of judges, lifetime appointments, I might add, some of whom made sure that he really couldn't be prosecuted for the documents case in Florida. And what do the Democrats do? Instead of saying to the Republicans, you are going to stay here, we're all going to stay here, even though our collective ages here are about 10,000 years old, we are going to take some Red Bull and mainline it in our veins if that's what we have to do. But we're going to stay here until we confirm every single judge. And if that means working around the clock and none of you get to go home and none of you get to go to the Capitol Grill and none of you get to go to Morton's and none of you get to go to your fundraisers and you don't get to go back home to your states, and we're going to cancel Thanksgiving and we're going to cancel Christmas and we're going to work here between now and January 20th to confirm every judge we can, what do? They say, well, I guess you guys have gummed up the works a little bit. So what we're going to do is cut a deal, which Democrats are very good at doing, except that they always cut a deal to benefit the Republicans. We're going to confirm a few district judges, the lowest rung of the federal judiciary, and we're going to allow you guys to confirm 4 appellate judges, which, by the way, is 1 step removed from the Supreme Court. And that way we'll have a deal and everybody gets to go home. Are you on drugs? Are you kidding me? What did we elect you guys to do? Why are you even here if you don't have the stamina to do this job because you are old and you are tired and you've got stuff going on at home and you want to go to a few fundraisers and you want to say kumbaya with the Republicans who never said kumbaya to you? Then I guess this is a good deal. For the rest of us, I thank the sweet baby Jesus that somebody like Andy Kim of New Jersey, who's in his early 40s, is there now. And other people like Elise Slotnick of Michigan. Young senators are coming in who might have the stamina to actually stick around and tell the Republicans, if you guys want to gum up the works, you're not going home for Thanksgiving. Tell your families, we're not going to see you then. And you're not going to be home for Christmas. And you're not going to be getting wasted on New Year's. And what other plans you have between now and January 20th, cancel them. Bye-bye. You're not flying home to the Dakotas, John Thune. Mitch McConnell, you're not going home to Kentucky. None of you. None of you are leaving D.C. until we do what needs to be done because we're in the majority. We still have a president until January 20th. But that's not what's going on here. And please, please call your senator, call your congressman, call whoever you need to call and express your outrage at what's going on. We cannot preemptively give up. We still have power. We're not going to have it much longer, but we still have power, and we have forgotten how to use it. And until we remember, we are never going to start winning elections.